All right, people, welcome back to the Kaiba Show. And this week, your boy Christopher Nolan is giving us a movie event of the year. That's right, Oppenheimer is out. So let's get it.
Welcome to the Kaiba
All right, people. So first off, this cast for this movie Oppenheimer is probably one of the craziest cast selections I've ever seen in movie history. The amount of like A-listers and like B-listers that Christopher Nolan hired for these roles is like crazy. But I'm just gonna start with the main ones that we all know. Oppenheimer is starring your boy Matt Damon. We got Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., and of course Cillian Murphy. Is directed by Christopher Nolan. And basically the premise of this movie, if you haven't noticed, it's about Oppenheimer, who's this famous scientist that was part of the Manhattan Project, that he was like the lead scientist in the creation of the atomic bomb. You know, the bomb that changed the course of history as we know it. So let's get straight into it. First off, acting, superb. Like, you don't even understand like how good the acting was in this movie. First off, just look at the people I listed, let alone the other people that I left out, because there's some surprise people in here that I didn't even know was in the movie. I was like, oh shoot, Nolan got you in here? So it's like acting was on point. Storyline was good. Here's my negatives. Let me go into the negatives. First off, the runtime for this movie is 3 hours. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt it. Kind of felt the 3 hours with this movie. I felt like the last hour was crazy, like unnecessary for like the last hour. I felt like that could have been shaved down to 20-25 minutes. Like, this movie, in my opinion, should have been like 2 hours 20, 2 hour 25. It honestly didn't need to be 3 hours, because within that last hour, I'm not gonna lie, people, it was a little bit of a struggle. It was a little bit of struggle, your boy. I saw basically a 7 o'clock showing. The movie's 3 hours, like I said, so I didn't get out until after 10. And the first 2 hours I was good, but the last hour it was a struggle. I ain't gonna lie, it was a struggle to keep my eyes fully wide open. But other than that, the movie's good. And I have to say this is a little bit of a spoiler. I felt like, this is part of my negatives, I felt like Nolan dropped the ball with showcasing the atomic bomb with the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I felt like it's implied in the movie, but I felt like he should have showed like the level of like the destruction that bomb caused, because, you know, after the bombs dropped, you know, Oppenheimer was like, yo, I got blood on my hands. So I felt like Nolan should have showcased, like, you don't got to show like, you know, the crazy deaths. We don't need to see the graphic aftermath, but just show the initial explosion. You know, maybe showcase like some of the cities, you know, getting, you know, destroyed a little bit, but don't show like the human aspect of it. Just show the explosion and maybe some destructions of the building. And I felt like that would have been a great scene in the movie if they would have showcased that, just so you could see how powerful the bomb was. So you only really get the test scene, and I felt like there were some situations that could have been better with that. But other than that, the movie's great. Nolan did his thing with this one. So on a Kaiba scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give Oppenheimer, I'm gonna give it a solid 8. There was some stuff that should have been done just a little bit different, like I said, with my negatives. But other than that, star-studded cast, everybody did a good job, storyline good. I have really nothing else to complain about with this movie. Very educational. You get what I'm saying? Like, I learned more about the atomic bomb and the Manhattan Project watching this movie than I knew prior to this movie. So it's definitely a good educational movie. Just the runtime, in my opinion, The runtime should have been shaven. I don't like to say that. I actually like long movies, but for some reason with this movie, I felt it. I felt the runtime. So yeah, people, definitely go check this movie out. It's definitely worth it. Kaiba scale 1 to 10. I'm gonna give it a solid 8. And yeah. So you guys know the drill. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. After doing that, hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video. And please hit that like button. Leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know what you thought of Oppenheimer. I definitely see this picture probably getting some nominations with the Oscars. So yeah, leave those comments, and I see you guys next time. Peace.